Welcome to our Student Spotlight series. This is Student Spotlight number 7, where we get to work with one of our students, our star student at Vineland High School South, 12th grader, Anthony Gonzalez. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we have a few questions. Our listeners and viewers love to learn about our students. Last year, we had a chance to meet a couple middle school students, and this year we're going to really focus on some of our high school kids. You are one of our superstars, recently named Mr. Vineland. Wonderful event where you got to show off your talents. I saw some dancing, some movement, some activity, and some really sharp-looking clothes. Tell us about some of your proudest achievements during your time here at Vineland High School.
All right, so first off, one would have to be Mr. Vineland, obviously. Went really outside my comfort zone. Miss Madrid actually made me do it. I wasn't going to do it at first. So that would be a really proud moment to go outside my comfort zone and perform in front of a bunch of people like that. Another one would have to be last year's production, the spelling bee. I stopped doing theater around 7th grade, and I was just like, why not? So I just hopped into it, and I got one of the lead roles, and I ran with it. Another one wouldn't be here at the school itself.
Okay.
It would be our last marching band competition out at Washington Township. We were awarded the #1 drum line in our class for New Jersey. Even though we got second place, it's just, as you know, like drumline all over Vineland, you'll see us perform. So it's like all that hard work we put in throughout the season for that end goal right there. It's just
incredible.
Yeah.
So you theater, you join competitions, marching band, drumline. You're such a well-rounded student. You also have a couple academic endeavors. You're part of the Air Force ROTC. Talk to us a little bit about that experience.
ROTC, I would put it in its own little category. I've always wanted to join junior ROTC. I've grown up, my brother was in it, my older cousin was in it out at ACIT. It's just something I always wanted to do. It helped me become a person where I can put myself outside of my comfort zone. It helped me become a better leader. It helped me become a better help to others. It just made me, I would have to say, a more well-rounded person overall.
So if someone doesn't know, like, how does that program help you achieve those things?
We have so many different aspects to the program. It's not just go in, learn about planes, and get out, go and wear the uniform and get out. We have different clubs within the class. We have a presentation team where you can learn to speak your voice and present to other people. We have our own academic honor society. We have a Raiders team, which is like a sports team. We have a drill team if you're into military drill. A color guard where we present our colors like at the board meetings. It's just we have so many different activities for so many different kinds of students that everyone can fit in and learn what's best for them and how they can apply themselves to be a leader and to be put into the real world.
Excellent. I learned recently that we have one of the largest programs with over 129 or 125 students. I forget the exact number, but that's excellent. And many of our students are super involved in the program. We have great instructors as well.
Yes.
And speaking of instructors or teachers, tell us a little bit about, like, who are those folks, those teachers, those people that you come into contact with who really inspired you, and maybe a subject or two that you love versus the ones you don't like so much. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So first off, we'd have to start off with the JROTC instructor, Master Sergeant Eubanks and Miss Muller. The past 2 years, they've helped exponentially. We came from losing Colonel Spence. He retired, and then Master Sergeant Ramirez had passed away. So we were all down, and Miss Muller came in, lifted us back up, and Sergeant Eubanks came in and lifted us up even more. So it was just from that ultimate down to where we are now is just really, really good. Another teacher would have to be Mr. Kuzma. He's my history teacher this year. The environment he displays in the classroom is just unlike any environment I've ever had. He interacts with us more. All the assignments he puts out, it's not on the curriculum. I want to do a creative assignment. Let's do a diorama. And it's just like, I want you guys to learn in your own way, in your own creative way. And Mr. Bambling, my chemistry teacher this year, I definitely walked into his class thinking it would be a generic note-taking chemistry class. He makes us get up. He's like, all right, I need a volunteer. You come up, you help me. and then we do the experiments by ourselves while he guides us through it. It's just yeah.
Wonderful. So great models, great
Hmm.
examples of quality teachers who've impacted you in a variety of different ways.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy to hear, that you were able to name so many
Hmm.
in your experience just recently in this last year. So throughout your school career, you've had many different,
Yeah.
mentors who've been able to assist you, right? So you kind of talked about, some of your experiences that are extracurricular. I know
Hmm.
marching band is a big deal for you. The
Yeah.
drum line is amazing. That was one that
Hmm.
I believe that was your performance for Mr. Vineland.
Hmm.
You brought out some of your teammates
Hmm.
to help you out with the drum line. Very powerful performance. Are there any other extracurricular experiences that you really enjoy that have helped shape you as a young man?
Uh, Baseball, if that counts. I've been playing baseball since I would say 3 years old. It's always been a part of my life. And high school baseball is just projected it to another level because I could take my leadership qualities from ROTC, apply it to baseball, right? So I already named some of the extracurriculars I did. I think one I haven't named would be concert ensemble with Mr. Sikorsky. It's just another aspect of band. It's just a different environment of it. So you get to apply a lot more skill set. Instead of marching band, you throw a harness on, you play some music on the field. Concert band, you sit down, you learn how the different levels of the song can impact how the audience is going to perceive it. So it's just a lot of different intertangling type of deal.
Right. Everything's connected,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're a young man who exemplifies taking advantage of what a school has to offer academically and through your activities.
Mm-hmm.
You're involved in so much. When I come out to the school, I see you in different places doing different things, not just a student, but also a leader, a participant, a bandmate, a classmate, whatever it might be. But you're really doing amazing work and distinguishing yourself within our own school community.
Okay.
How do you balance it all?
Uh, it's hard. It gets really hard at times to go home, be home at 10 p.m. from a baseball practice, have to be up at 5:36 every morning to get ready to come to school and just get right into ROTC every single morning. It's just it gets hard, but I would say integrity is my number one thing. To have the integrity to go home and be like, I know it's late, but I gotta get this homework done because if I don't get this homework done, my grades drop. If my grades drop, then I can't do sports. If I can't do sports, then I can't do ROTC. So it's just you gotta have the integrity to keep yourself accountable for all the things that you put yourself into. And once you get into the habit, it becomes a routine for you. Once it becomes a routine, it gets easier and easier every day.
Excellent. That's a great message. I want to make sure I get a chance to review that back
Mm-hmm.
later on when we produce this video, because that is the message we want all of our students to receive.
Mm-hmm.
It takes effort, but it gets easier because it becomes routine. What are your plans for the future? What comes next for you?
I'm planning on enlisting into the Air Force, active duty. I'm actually going through the process right now, just waiting for a few medical papers to get back to me. I plan to take the enlistment process and apply for a program that's called the LEAD program to eventually be able to attend the Air Force Academy, which is a 4-year university, and then be commissioned as an officer through the Air Force. The job I would do through enlistment would be aircraft maintenance. So I'd be stationed at any Air Force base, and I'd be the crew chief of any cargo plane, and I'd be in charge of making sure that plane can fly and all the intricate pieces. As an officer, I haven't really decided yet.
But you know what you're doing
Mm-hmm.
next. You're applying, you're getting it ready. Very impressive. What advice do you have for your fellow students?
Be kind to everyone. When you're kind to people, they're kind back. It's just a big lesson that I've learned over the past few years. Have integrity, like I said, hold yourself accountable for things. Don't put blame on anyone else, right? It's just when you're nice and kind all the time, no matter if your day is bad, don't project it onto other people, right? Just be kind to them because you never know how your words can affect someone. If you're kind to them, they might be having a bad day. Oh, this person was kind to me, now I'm having a better day. Right? So you just gotta be kind to everyone, hold yourself accountable for everything that you do.
Wonderful. Great words of wisdom from a young leader at Vineland High School South. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you a little bit better and also have an opportunity to be able to share your story with all the viewers on our VPS YouTube channel. So this is an exciting time. And I wish you the best in everything that you do next.
Thank you.
You're welcome.